But first, I'd like to dispel a few common myths about self-esteem. In the past, dubious approaches have propagated the idea that having good self-esteem means loving yourself, whatever you do. A kind of unconditional love towards yourself. In reality, of course, if we behave badly, then feeling a certain amount of guilt or regret can improve the way we treat others in the future. Healthy self-esteem isn't about loving yourself regardless. In order to have a healthy level of self-esteem, you need to be able to assess yourself realistically, which means recognizing your own unique talents, attributes, characteristics and qualities, and not just focusing on the areas of yourself that need improvement. However, people with genuinely low self-esteem don't just over-chastise themselves when they've made a mistake. They give themselves a really hard time, even when they've done something well. People with low self-esteem often never accept credit for their achievements. Low self-esteem is really an emotion or series of emotions such as sadness, guilt, anxiety and worry about the self. It's not just a thought about the self. For good self-esteem, it is therefore vital to be calm around your ideas about yourself. This may sound strange. However, if you can be truly calm when appraising yourself, then you're much less prone to oversensitivity, despondency, and even everyday paranoia. This hypnotic download will get you feeling comfortable, calm, and relaxed around the perception of yourself, and will teach your unconscious mind to focus on your good points, no matter what has gone before in your life. Now, find some place where your body and mind can begin to relax very deeply. You may be sitting down as you start to drift into a profoundly deep and comforting trance. Or you may lie down as you begin to delight in the benefits of pure rest, calm, and peace of mind and body. Now, you know it's amazing the amount of tension that can build up in a body over a day, or even over a night if a person's sleep hasn't been as relaxed as it could have been. You can start right now by clenching your fists. That's it. Really clenching them tightly. Noticing the physical tension in the muscles of the hands and the wrists and your forearms. Really squeeze those fists tight, just with the same rigid focus that some people have concerning who and what they are. And in a moment, but not yet, I'm going to ask you to really let go of that rigidity and relax that tension, so that new possibilities can be explored and developed in the body and mind. That's it, but for now you can keep those fists tense, and as I speak, you can relax. I'd like you to unfurl those fists now and notice that as you release those fists, the tension, that's it, just evaporates. The feeling of relaxation in those hands can be much greater than before. That's it. Unclenching those fists right now, noticing the release and calm in those hands, and spreading up through the wrists and upwards, relaxation, spreading up the arms and shoulders, and throughout the body and mind, you focus on the way those legs can relax and rest as I take care of the rest. That's it. And no matter what has happened to you and whatever went before, in a very real sense, we only actually have now. The past and futures both are represented within and through the imagination. You know that you could search your whole world from top to bottom and never once find your past. You never need be defined or confined by your past, but released into your future. People have been told things about themselves, and sometimes, through youth or repetition, they come to believe those things. However, the person who has the last say on what you're really about and going to be about is listening to my voice right now. You are the only person who has the final say on who you really are. And right now, you could just begin to get a sense, or even sometimes beautiful visualizations and colors and shapes of different kinds, of trees and plants, some of which you'd never seen before, like taking your own path whilst being upright and strong, as if you can feel a kind, gentle and natural dignity flowing through your veins, almost like a natural birthright of ancient human dignity and personal power. And you can walk your own path through a beautiful place, and there are strong, powerful, mysterious trees that are that way because of, not despite, the hardships and storms they have faced and survived, even though it seemed sometimes that they wouldn't. And there's a kind of gentle dignity about that. They've weathered storms, but they're still here, like powerful, ancient, giant oak trees that have grown tall and have deep, ancient roots, and get a real sense of your strength and potential, almost as if you can watch yourself from the outside and see the qualities, some of which you were even unaware of, just emerging from yourself now, like a beautiful sculpture emerging from a block of stone. And I'd like you, deep within your mind, as you relax deeper, to visualize a beautiful library. Begin to notice a real sense of velvety book-lined shelves and wonderful panelled walls and ceilings. Notice the size of the library, the types of chairs, the luxurious-looking comfortable places to sit, the light streaming through windows. It's a beautiful sense of this library. And this can be your library, a place of great potential knowledge and learning. Just take a few moments to enjoy taking a look around. Notice any windows with perhaps beautiful green hills outside and blue skies. Sometimes you can hear wonderful summer birds singing outside. As you relax so deeply and experience this wonderful place right now, almost feeling the quality of of the floor beneath each tread of your feet. Now, in some cozy part of this library, maybe in a corner or by a beautiful window, you're going to see someone very special to you. In fact, you are very special to them. It can be someone who really loves you or admires you, maybe someone who you've really helped in the past or done some favour for sometime recently, or maybe from long ago. Or, and here's the thing, it may be someone from your future, someone who deeply respects, likes, or even loves you. Take a moment now to get a sense of this person and to notice that they're writing a letter on such beautiful paper. That's it. Get a sense of them now there, doing that as you rest deeper. Now, interestingly enough, it's as if they can't see you, but you can just get a sense right now of some of the heartfelt and wonderful things they're writing about you. Things about yourself and your potential that can really teach you something beautiful and wonderful. And you can get a sense of being right behind them and reading those words about yourself written by them as you relax deeper. That's it. And once you've finished reading that letter, you can take it and put it somewhere very special and safe in your library. Because that letter is there for you, always. And even when you've forgotten about that letter, it will be working its way for you, doing things for you, deep within this mysterious library. And beautiful images and visions can come to mind. And really notice that as you drift in comfort, calm, and a kind of tranquil peace, just watching yourself as if you're another person entirely, noticing from a distance your qualities like a kind perspective, well-wisher, but fairly seeing your qualities, some of which for the first time right now. That's it. Now you can find that not only are you going to have the relief of accepting your finer, real, and also emerging qualities and respecting those qualities for what they are and becoming very good at recognizing them, but also, strangely and interestingly enough, begin to absorb skills and talents more quickly. As if new skills and abilities can begin to stick to you, giving you more choices. And right now, like an encouraging wave from some distant part of yourself, from the future, notice yourself experiencing within your mind some situation, maybe with others, but now feeling differently, feeling calmer, more dignified, and so much stronger. Notice being in a familiar or upcoming situation, but with so much more calm and easygoing strength. Really notice the difference now when you feel different in a situation, experiencing that in your mind gently right now, then you really are different in a situation. Learn from that now. Good. Now, you can begin to get the sense of strolling back along a path towards the room that you're in right now. Even imagining how that path might feel under each footstep. A path of comfort. And it's like strolling back to everyday awareness and beginning to become more alert and wide awake. And opening your eyes and reorientating back to the room right now. That's great.